Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome back. So there's not too much news today. I pretty much covered a lot of it yesterday. But we can do like a little recap and then I honestly did no research. So I'm winging this video. This is live. That's how I roll. Unprepared. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I got a couple things that I want to cover, but I think I want to go over you know what, let's just dive right in. First, let's start with the funny, or the master troll, who is our duly elected president. So he's holding like a press conference or something like that, and I guess a reporter, well, a reporter asks why, like, the majority of the people aren't social distancing. And he just gives the most epic response. Like I said, he's the troll king. Does it on the daily. Okay, it's blank. You know what? I have to exit full screen for this.
I won't say that yet. You'll see that when it happens, but we have the money.
Will you say what number?
We have it, Justin. We have plenty of money. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. You said that the pandemic is disappearing, but we lost 6,000 Americans this week, and just in this room, you have dozens of people.
I just realized I was on the wrong screen. Oops. Take two, folks.
Dollars a week.
I won't say that yet. You'll see that when it happens, but we have the money.
Will you say what number?
We have it, Justin. We have plenty of money. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. You said that the pandemic is disappearing, but we lost 6,000 Americans this week, and just in this room, you have dozens of people. You're not following the guidelines in New Jersey, which say you should not have more.
No, they don't have to. It's a political activity. You're wrong on that because it's a political activity. They have exceptions, political activity, and it's also a peaceful protest. So when you have, and as you know, they asked if they could be, a number of, and to me they look like they all have, pretty much all have masks on, but you have an exclusion in the law. It says peaceful protest or political activity, right? In fact, specifically, it says exactly.
Dollars a week.
I won't say that yet. You'll see that when it happens, but we have the money.
So there you go, right? Can't go to church. Schools can't be open. But if it's a protest, it's okay for you to not social distance. perfect response, right? He's like, oh, this is just a peaceful protest. Hence, no muzzle required, right? Take that, BOM, Antifa, bunch of losers. And then we'll just read some headers here. Our suspect murders his accuser after being freed from jail over the China virus. I know. $5 is in a Democrat-run state, right? These people are insane, dude. Huh? Chuck Schumer changed his mind, now says schools must reopen. It must be that poll that shows 80% of voters want schools open. Yeah. My headphones aren't like long enough. I have to buy better headphones. These are like cheapo. Well, they're not. Well, they're Sony. I don't. Whatever. Who cares? See how I go on? I just totally go off topic sometimes. Oh, mama. Gosh, it's already been 7 minutes. What? And I've only gone through one. State Department floods Russians and Iranians with text messages offering $10 million in desperate attempt to find election hackers. Okay. Such complete BS. Director of the NCSC attempts to influence the 2020 election by claiming Russia wants to help Trump over Biden. Again, with the Russia. It's not Russia. It's China. You people can't see that. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know. Fake news hack Nicole Wallace asks if GOP Senator Ron Johnson is conspiring with Vladimir Putin to denigrate Joe Biden following release of BS Intel report video. Should I play it? Should I play it? Should I play it or should I not play it? I'll play. If it's too long, I'll just cut it off.
Reporters and friends. Infectious disease expert and director of the Texas Children's Hospital Center for Vaccine Development, our friend Dr. Peter Hotez is back. Plus, White House reporter for the Washington Post, Ashley Parker's here. And former chief of staff for the CIA and the Department of Defense, Jeremy Bash, is here. Jeremy, I want to start with you. The intelligence community has reached an assessment that they have briefed to Congress and made public. And it says this: Russia is actively working to, quote, denigrate Joe Biden. My question for you is, Ron Johnson, senator from Wisconsin, is also actively working to denigrate Joe Biden. Are they in cahoots?
I don't know if they're in cahoots, but a senator, an American citizen, has the right to participate in the political process. The former KGB operative, Vladimir Putin, does not have the right. It is unlawful, and it is a violation of national security for the Kremlin.
I don't know. It's always, what is it with the mainstream media and their obsession with Russia? Get over it. Nothing happened. House Ethics Committee rules radical Dem Representative Rashida Tlaib valid campaign finance laws, orders her to refund campaign. I guess so. When she was raising money for her campaign, she was like paying herself, like giving her herself a paycheck from the funds that were acquired. I guess we could check it out real fast. Violated campaign finance laws and ordered her to refund her campaign $10,800. Yeah, see, this is just the Free Beacon first reported back in March of last year that Rashida Tlaib paid herself $500,000 from her campaign funds. $17,550,000, which was paid to Tlaib after the 2018 election. White liberal gets triggered over Kanye 2020 street art. Calls the cops on the artist. So I guess Kanye's back on. Kanye's back on the ticket. But my guess it's well, I saw this on S22 report or X22 report, and he's all like, this is just a theory, it's just out there, use your own discernment, folks. That maybe it's just like a plan to kind of take black votes away from Biden, and then towards and closer to November, Kanye will probably come out and be like, hey, you know what? I'm dropping out again and I endorse Trump. So then, the black people that are like, that are unsure about voting for Trump, but are definitely not voting for Biden, they're like, yeah, okay, I'll vote for Kanye. Oh, what? He's dropping out, but he endorses Trump? Then that'll probably make them, lean to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe I will vote for Trump. Because I don't think Biden is going to be the ticket. They're going to usher somebody quickly. Because, dude, have you seen those videos of him just like, my mental fitness, my mental Devastating. Trump responds to junk intel report. Nobody with any common sense would say Russia wants Donald Trump to win. Let's take a look at that.
Thank you, sir. Mr. President, the intelligence agencies today said that Russia is already meddling in this year's election to hurt Joe Biden, and that China is considering meddling to hurt you. Do you believe that intelligence, and what do you plan to do about it?
It could be. I mean, I could be very much. I think that the last person Russia wants to see in office is Donald Trump, because nobody's been tougher on Russia than I have ever.
That's not what the intelligence is.
Well, I don't care what anybody says. Nobody with any common sense would say, do it. Look at what we've done with our military. Look at what we've done in exposing the pipeline with billions of dollars going to Russia. Look at all of the things we've done with NATO, where I've raised $130 billion a year from countries that were delinquent, and now they're paying all of this money. And the 130, by the way, $130 billion, not million, billion, goes to 400 billion over a few years. And that's all money to protect against Russia. China would love us to have an election where Donald Trump lost to Sleepy Joe Biden. They would dream. They would own our country. If Joe Biden was president, China would own our country. And you said another country. What was the third country?
No, just those two.
No, you didn't. You didn't say that in the report. The report said Iran also, but you didn't say that.
I didn't.
Iran would love to see me. Iran would love to see me not be president. And I'll make this statement: if and when we win, we will make deals with Iran very quickly. We'll make deals with North Korea very quickly. And whatever happened to the war in North Korea, you haven't seen that, have you? If I didn't win the election in 2016, our country would now be, maybe it would be over by now, but in war with North Korea. Everybody said, oh, Trump will get us in war. No, just the opposite. And we actually have a relationship with North Korea, which is something that was never established by the previous administration. You would have been in war with North Korea, and it would have been a very bad war. So North Korea, whether you look at Iran, every one of them will make a deal with us very quickly. Iran is dying to make a deal, but they want to see, because they'd much rather make a deal with Biden. Because if they make a deal with the United States, if China makes a deal with the United States with Biden in charge, they would own our country. Look what I've done. I've taken billions, tens of billions of dollars from China. China was having the worst year they've had in 67 years, and we were having the best year we've ever had, with big tax cuts, with big regulation cuts. We've rebuilt our military. We became independent in terms of energy. We're the energy leader of the world. We were having the best year we've ever had. By the way, African American, Asian American, Hispanic American unemployment numbers, the best in the history of our country. All things, and many other groups too, including women, including high school diploma, no high school diploma, college diploma.
President of the United States.
That's true, folks. The U.S. economy was doing so good that the deep state deployed what? Their little pandemic. That was a card they used, ammunition. I think we're going to see more and more. Now they're saying there's going to be a second event with AMF. That is, I guess it targets children, because coronavirus, children are very immune to this COVID-19. My last channel that I did, which was I think it was the Big Pharma, and I put Obamagate in there, but it's not in the caption, but I guess I can show you guys. Hold on. Oops. Says processing abandoned. Video failed to upload. But then you go to my channel, it's got 19 views. Yesterday when I looked at it, it had 6 views. So yeah, cool, people are at least watching. So yeah, please watch this video. It's probably my best video that I've done this far. I mean, I don't know. I've only been doing this for a month, folks. At least I got the video things kinda. I wish I knew how to do a little more like fancy graphics and like. I mean, I know how to make memes because, you know, like I just get pictures and then it's not hard to make the memes, you know. Oops. You know, like I literally make my own. Like, I'm surprised, like, I don't know why this one was so popular. Like, look at all my other views. Like, nothing, right? Nothing. This was like, what, my 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 12th video, and it got 1,005k views. Then we got Renaldo Gazlin, I covered that. That got 2k, and then this one got 1k. I think people are more interested in the whole, like, covering the human trafficking. I'm gonna try to devote on my day off a video just to human trafficking. All the connections, all the stuff that's happened, you know. See, nobody really cares about the news, right? Oh, yeah, see, the human trafficking. People are hungry for the truth. This one, I think, is a very important video that people should watch. Look into Maggie Nixon, nicknamed Wendy. She's been pictured numerous times with Obama. It's very disturbing. And then I'm surprised that one didn't get any views. But then again, I think I'm just shadow banned, or people probably just don't care, and my videos are probably not that interesting. And then that one, I think people should watch that one. Who is Kimberly Johnson? The music video. That one's disturbing as well. Well, just her, and then you'll see I played the music video, and it's like, so that's it for the Gateway Pundit, because I covered this on my last video. I have lots of enemies. This may be the last time you'll see me for a while. So POTUS said that. I don't know if you guys want to watch it. Well, we just rewatch it. Why not?
They are so wealthy, nobody has any idea who the hell they are, what they do. They make more money than the drug companies. You know, in all fairness, at least the drug companies have to produce a product, and it has to be a good product. But the middlemen, well, the rebate that I'm doing cuts out the middlemen and it reduces costs, and the money goes back to the people purchasing the drugs. So I have a lot of enemies out there. This may be the last time you'll see me for a while. A lot of very, very rich enemies, but they are not happy with what I'm doing. But I figure we have one chance to do it, and no other president's going to do what I do. No other president would do a favored nations, a rebate, buy from other nations at much less cost? Nobody. And there are a lot of unhappy people, and they're very rich people, and they're very unhappy. They are so wealthy. They are so wealthy. Nobody.
So there you go. And I guess I will end it. I'll show one more video, and then I'll end it with some Q drops. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm at what, 26 minutes? Okay. Alright, so let me show you. I was gonna go over some Zero Hedge, but I didn't see anything too interesting in here. So more and more scientists and doctors are coming out and spread the truth. HCQ is super safe and has preventative effects. Here's the data. Oh shoot, this is 2 minutes.
I always go back to all the way to March. Why were they stopped? This is one of the safest drugs I've ever seen, ever. And I hate to do this, but I mean, I've got study after study. Helps in diabetes, all right? Helps lower the hemoglobin A1C. Approved in diabetes, actually in India. Improves obesity and insulin resistance. Again, improves the lipid profile, the largest meta-analysis ever done. And I can go over and over it. So let's see. Decreases antiphospholipid syndrome, decreases thromboses. So this drug is not only safe, it's actually good for you in many instances by lowering your sugar levels, by lowering your lipid profile, by stopping thrombosis. And it's actually effective, protective against accelerated atherosclerosis. Amazing. The other things, again, in a study of patients with rheumatoid arthritis, it actually decreased cardiovascular events. That means heart attacks. It actually inhibits autophagy in metastatic colorectal cancer. So the inhibition of autophagy is another factor for the drug. It's an amazing drug. If I ever get stuck on a desert island, the drug I want is hydroxychloroquine. So has effects on angiogenesis, hemostasis, again, more. I've got so many, I don't know what to do with them all. Helps in chronic kidney disease. Actually helps in MS. So it's amazing. I'm going to stop because I literally have like 15 more, all right? The point is, this drug is not only is it safe, it's good for you in many instances for the major things that hurt us in this world. Cardiovascular disease, strokes, thrombotic events. I don't need to say any more about it. This is an amazing drug. We need to move on past the safety issue.
Oops. Wrong screen. So we're going to go back to the beginning of some of the Q drops. Because the way it works, the Anons already figured it out. All of the stuff that Q posted when he first started, October 28, 2017, that was the same day that Sessions appointed Durham to start his investigations. So the way it works, they're telling us, the Q team is telling us how it's going to end. This is what's going to happen. And consider this a marker, right? So this is the first drop Q ever gave, right? And it says, Hillary Clinton will be arrested between 7:45 a.m. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Monday, the morning on October 30th, 2017. Obviously that didn't happen, right? HRC extradition already in motion, effective yesterday, with several countries in case of cross-border run, right? She's gonna try to, I'm bouncing, I'm going to another country where they can't extradite me. Passport approved to be flagged effective 10:30 at 12:01 a.m. Expect massive riot organized in defiance and others fleeing the U.S. to occur. U.S., I'm going to assume that's Marshals, will conduct the operation while NG activated. National Guard. Proof check. Locate a National Guard member and ask if activated for duty 10:30 across most major cities. Right? And that one's really long. If I read all of these, there was one I wanted to read, which mentioned how Trump has a bunch of enemies, right? Alright, so I guess oh shoot. My freaking my phone just died. Alright, who cares? Right, so Mockingbird, HRC detained, not arrested yet. Where is Huma? Follow Huma. This has nothing to do with Russia yet. Why does POTUS surround himself with generals? What is the military intelligence? Why go around the three-letter agencies? What Supreme Court case allows for the use of military versus congressional assembled and approved agencies? Who has ultimate authority over branches of the military without approval? Conditions unless 30 plus in wartime conditions. What is a military code? Where is AW being held and why? AW. I don't remember who AW was because it's been so long. POTUS will not go on TV to address nation. POTUS must isolate himself to prevent negative optics. POTUS knew removing criminal rogue elements as the first step was essential to free and pass legislation. Who has access to everything classified? Do you believe HRC, Soros, Obama, etc. have more power than Trump? Fantasy. Whoever controls the office of the presidency controls this great land. They never believed for a moment they, Democrats and Republicans, would lose control, right? We got rhinos, right? And it's not just Democrats that are corrupt. There's a lot of Republicans that are corrupt as well. This is not an R versus D battle. Why did Soros donate all his money recently? Why would he place all his funds in ARC? Mockingbird, 1030-17. God bless, fellow patriots. Oh yeah, I guess this is the one I wanted to get to, and then I'll end it here because this video has already gone far too long than I wanted. It's about 36 minutes here. Some of us come here to drop crumbs, just crumbs. POTUS is 100% insulated. Any discussion suggestion he's even a target is false. POTUS will not be addressing the nation on any of these issues as people begin to be indicted and must remain neutral for pure optical reasons. To suggest this is the plan is false and should be common sense. Focus on military intelligence / state secrets and why might that be used versus any 3-letter agency. What SC decision opened the door for a sitting president to activate? What must be showed? Why is POTUS surrounded by generals? Again, there are a lot of good people than bad, so have faith. This was a hostile takeover from an evil, corrupt network of players, not just Democrats. Don't fool yourself into thinking Obama, Soros, Rothschilds, Clintons, etc. have more power present day than POTUS. Operation Mockingbird. Patriots are in control. Sit back and enjoy the show. Why wasn't HRC prosecuted for the emails? Put simply, Obama ultimately okayed by use the non-government email Addy to communicate with Clinton. Obama also had an alias along with each of his cabinet members. Therefore, indicting HRC would lead to indicting Obama and his cabinet, etc., which could never happen. Remember, he lied about knowing, but that ultimately came out in the dump proof. And I'll just read this last drop, but think about it. Kind of makes sense. It's coming back full circle. It's a boomerang effect. Future will prove past. And I think all of these first drops, they're coming up. These are going to be proven to be true. And that's how Q validates himself. He predicts future stuff. You know, the greatest military intelligence operation of our time. That's why he keeps saying future will prove past. Just stick with us, watch. This is the plan. He told us how it's going to end from the very beginning. And that right there is military precision at its finest. They planned this out. Who knows how long the plan has been? You know, like they probably had years to be like, okay, oh yeah, if they do this, what are we going to do? Right, well then we'll counter with this. If they do this, what are we going to do? Okay, we'll counter with that. Okay, if they change their mind and do this, what are we going to do? We'll counter it. So the Patriots know, you know, Huma, husband in jail, right? Wiener with the laptop there. HRC, Muslim Brotherhood, or child. Ooh. What would you do? Kiss your child goodbye and leave without a mother or father for Clinton? Where is Huma today? Yeah, where is she? She like disappeared off the face of the earth. Was she with HRC on her book tour regarding military intelligence, state secrets, no FBI? POTUS installed his people within each top spot at each 3-letter agency except one. Good reason there, as Admiral Rogers kickstarted this and scrubbed all POTUS nominations to verify oath. Do you think they aren't in control of those respective agency? What is most valuable information? AG Sessions on leakers, fire or prosecute? Reorganize is underway and happening. Coincidence? Senate Republicans pushing for Fed judge confirmations last week? Why are Senate Republicans dropping out? Not by choice, and were offered a choice. Rest assured they will vote pro-Trump. Alright folks, I'm going to end it with that. Again, use your own discernment. You don't have to believe in the Q movement, but I follow it and I'm going to cover it. And, you know, that's all I have to say, you know. I'm not telling you to believe in the Q movement, but I cover it and I follow it. And, you know, I believe there's something there. But that's just my opinion. You know, so it's like I'm not telling you, oh, you must follow Q. No. Just remember, it's God first. Okay? Where we go one, we go all. Fellow people. Have a good one. Bye-bye.